Business Review did a study, and they found that if you reply to a lead in under 5 minutes, they're 21 times more likely to close. And if you respond to a lead within an hour or at that hour mark, they're 7 times more likely to close. Which basically means that if you just respond to a lead quickly, you make more money. So think about it this way. If you walk into a store and then you see a t-shirt that you like, and you look at some guy and he's helping somebody else and everyone is just lollygagging and they're not really coming to help you check out, then you kind of lose interest in what you're having. You're like, I'm gonna leave this shirt, and then you kind of start to want it less and less even. I know I've done that where I walked into a store and I'm like, I want these pair of shoes, and then someone doesn't really help me and walk me through this process to actually buy it, and then after like 15 or 20 or 30 minutes of waiting, I'm like, do I even really want them that bad? Maybe there's something better, and then I just end up leaving. So here's how extreme that stat actually looks in real life. So Alex Ramosi had a team of reps, and one of the reps was closing 5 out of 10 of his leads. So he was closing 5 out of 10 leads that came in, not sales calls or anything like that, just people that came in and that were opted in, that were interested. So Alex Ramosi looks at this and he's like, what the heck's going on? This guy's closing 5 out of 10 of his leads, and everybody else, to give you context, is only closing 1 or 2 of their leads out of 10. So they're closing 10%, 20% of their leads, and he's closing 50. And so Alex Ramosi goes to him, he's like, what are you doing differently? And he just says, hey, I have my aunt call all of the leads as they come in within 5 seconds, and then that's how I'm closing all of them. And so Alex Ramosi had the realization that speed to lead matters a lot, and which is exactly what this Harvard Business Review says. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to engineer that instant response so you don't leave money on the table. My name's Kadus, I'm 26, I live in New York City, and I'm co-founder of Inframail. We send tens of millions of cold emails every single month across many different clients, probably some of that you've heard of, like Seamless.ai and Aftership and a ton more companies. So what I've noticed is a lot of people do talk about speed to lead, but people don't actually prioritize it. And when I look at videos, they don't actually show you how to set this up, because you need to set it up a certain way. You don't want to be in the inbox all the time just waiting for a lead to come in. That doesn't really make sense. I don't know about you. I don't want to sit in my inbox and wait all day for a lead to come in, because you're probably, let's say, getting 6 to 10 responses, interested responses or opt-ins every single day. I'm not here to just sit there and wait because I don't know when they're going to come in. I just want to get a response to my phone or somewhere where I can quickly react to it instead of just staring at something. And specifically, we send cold emails. So I want to show you how to do this with sending cold emails. I'm going to show you how we send thousands of cold emails every single day, and we reply to leads as they come in as soon as possible. And I have people following up with me because we respond so fast. In this video, I'm going to show you how to reply as fast as possible to a lead that comes in through cold email and use some AI to generate the response as quickly as possible. Now, this isn't going to be the most beautiful way because I also have it work on your phone, and it's a little bit clunky when it comes to it, but you're going to respond to the leads as quickly as you can, and that's going to matter more than anything else. So number one, what we're going to do is create cold email inboxes at scale. We're going to create a ton of them so you guys get the idea of how I set up my cold email infrastructure to even send thousands of cold emails a day without landing in the spam folder. Number two, I'm going to show you how to connect those inboxes to Instantly or Smartly, and if you're already past this process, then you're going to want to listen for the third one. So third, I'm going to show you how to actually respond to these emails within Instantly or Smartly and create an automation that forwards the message to your Slack or Discord or your phone if you want to. And you can even respond from your phone without having to open up your computer or whatever. I can promise that if you do this, you will make more money. I mean, how much would it change for you if you close 2.5 times more of your leads? So look, if you watch this video and you really don't implement anything at all, then did you really learn anything? So let's get to the computer. I'm going to show you exactly how I do this step by step. So right here, guys, we're back at the computer, and I want to show you guys how to quickly do this. It's not going to take very long. I'm going to quickly show you how to get inboxes at scale to send thousands of cold emails a day. To give you a quick idea of how this works, a lot of people are sending 100 emails a day, 200 emails a day. That's not going to really work anymore. A bunch of people are sending cold emails. You need to really push a lot of volume to make your offer seen and heard, because people are going to forget about you. So let's put it this way. If you're going to go and knock 100 doors, right? And let's say out of that, you might get 1, or 2 interested people, right? Which is not bad, right? But, ideally, we want to get more interested people, right? So let's say we knock 1,000 doors, which again, we're limited by time and energy, so we can't really knock 1,000 doors a day, but we'd get at least 10 interested people. And now if we knock 10,000 doors a day, we'd get 100 interested people. Now, the cool thing about cold email is essentially virtual door knocking. And the cool thing is time and energy are not part of the equation. And the reason I say this is because sending 100 emails versus 1,000 versus 10,000 is no different at all, because it's just a plug and play. It's an automation anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And if you're like, oh, where do I get the leads from? I'll show you how to do that. It's not that hard. So I'm going to make another video on how to actually scrape Apollo leads correctly and things like that, but you can visit a website like Apollo and they have data for days in different industries. So if you're in SEO agency, whatever, paid ad services, solar, real estate, all of the data is within Apollo. So you can scrape it from Apollo. You just got to get a plan. You scrape a bunch of leads, you extract like 10, 15,000 from here, and you can see, you can filter everything by companies, the industry, the people, people and everything like that. So it's very, very simple to do. As you can see, I'm here and I could just search the job title. I can go down here to the, the location that I want to search from, all that. So you're not going to run out. Don't be like, oh, well, if I'm sending 10,000 emails a day, where do I even find 10,000 emails? You can find them. It's very simple. I'll make another video on how to script Apollo leads actually for a very, very low cost. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like the video if you haven't already. So first step, I'm going to use my own platform. It's a tool that I created. It's called Inframail.io, and I'm going to get inboxes from here. So the reason I'm doing this is because if I go to Instantly here, right, and if I go to email accounts and then I go to add new, and then you can see right here, done for you email setup. The crazy thing is they basically set up your email accounts for you. The problem is it's $5 per inbox. So you can do it through them and there's no problem with that. It's just that if you have, 100 email accounts, for example, you're going to be paying $500 a month, right? Obviously 100 times 5. So if you have, let's say, you're just starting out with like 30 email accounts, right? Times $5 every single month, you're going to be paying $150 a month. So it's very, very important that, you make sure that you're not going to just waste all your money on email inboxes. And by the way, each inbox sends about, we'll say like 25 emails a day. You're basically going to be sending 750 emails just to even reach 1,000, which is the bare minimum, 1,000 emails a day. You're going to be spending at least $200 a month. Now with Inframail, this is why we created the tool. It's pretty simple. Of course, we have a done for you email setup that goes for $1,500 one time where we set, write your scripts, blah, blah, you get coaching and all that stuff, and it's $299 a month. But you can go with the unlimited plan. It's $99 a month. You can get unlimited email accounts. So if you have 30 that you want to, spin up 50, 100, 150, 200, does not matter. It's built on Microsoft infrastructure. You won't land in spam. You have a dedicated IP here with us too. So basically it's very simple. You could just use your own private infrastructure to send emails. It's not going to be shared with anyone else, which is beautiful. So I'm going to get started with this. Very, very simple. So once you log in, you're just going to subscribe to a plan. I recommend the unlimited plan. If you're going to send like 5 or 10,000 emails a day, you should probably go with the agency pack because, like I said, 40 email accounts for 1,000 emails a day, you're going to need 400 for 10,000 emails a day. So that's going to be like $2,000 a month. So now after you subscribe, it's going to ask if you want to get deliverability monitoring. It's only $12 extra every single month. What it does, it lets you know everything about your deliverability. You don't obviously want to land in spam. So if you land in the inbox, people will see your email and you'll actually get interested people replying back. Next, you want to create your profile. So then now we're going to go straight into buying domains. Now, if you want to, set this up on your own with Google or Outlet, like I said, it's going to cost a lot of money and it's going to take a lot of time. The cool thing is about this, when we're sending a lot of emails, we need a lot of inboxes, and each domain is going to have like 3 or 4 inboxes, of course. And let's say your main company, let's say we're just going to use Inframail, which is my company. If you generate it, boom, 5, I'm going to generate 5 new domains, and it uses AI to generate them for me. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's very simple. Like I don't have to think of any names. AI does all the work for me, and then I just buy 5 domains, create the 3 to 5 email inboxes for each domain, and boom, I have 30 inboxes just like that. So cool. Inframail Pros, Inframail Masters, Reach Inframail, Inframail Hub, Inframail Pro, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna buy these. So now I already purchased these domains, so it's gonna register the domains. Inframail really does all the work for me. So I'm gonna basically just skip through this because it's fairly automated. If you want to go do this yourself, there's a demo on the page, so no need to really waste time here. So boom, just registered the domains. It's adding the host and SMTP relay now. So when you're doing this for the first time, it might take a little bit of time, and then after that, it's just very, very fast. So here for the password, I'm just going to create a random password here, and it's just going to be for your account. So now it's adding on the domains. Again, I haven't really touched it. By the way, if you're stuck at any time, you can actually just click here and that's going to take you to the YouTube video exactly where you're stuck at, so don't worry about that. Now it's updating the name servers pretty quick. So I'm going to be using Instantly in this video, and I'll show you what Instantly is. Instantly is basically where you're going to warm up your inboxes, and again, if you're already sending cold emails, I don't need to explain this in the video. You could skip through and just get to the part where you can reply as fast as possible. So now it's adding all the DMARC in my emails, basically, just authentication to make sure I don't land in the spam folder. So I am going to generate 5 inboxes, because I want to use 5 inboxes per domain. That's how I roll. So boom, I have all the email IDs. So it's going to be like Caduce.m whatever, all these domains. And then I'm going to be done right here, generate the passwords. And just like that, I'm going to create all of my email accounts in a snap of a finger. This part is like kind of satisfying. It's like a ton of dopamine hits at once. So now it's going to ask me if I want to forward all of these emails here. And I'm not going to forward them because I'm just going to use the Unibox and Instantly, and then I'm going to do redirects. Phantom redirects are basically so you can hide from ESP, so you land in the inbox more actually, so you don't get caught up. So I'm going to use my regular domain here, right? Just like that. Make sure that all the domains, right? So if I'm getting, if I'm sending out all these emails, they're going to be coming from different domains. So when someone receives that email, they're going to look up inframailpros.com. And I want to make sure that they land on Inframail and not a 404 page. So that's why we're redirecting here. We're going to set the redirect there. It's very, very easy. Turn on warm up automatically. Warm up emails are going to start at 10. And then I'm going to show you quickly how to go to step 2 and upload these inboxes instantly. So I'm going to download the CSV file, and so we're already done with step 1, just like that. Bang. Now we're going to plug it into the automated sending platform. Now this works with Instantly or Smart Lead. So you just need to go to Instantly over here, go to add new, IMAP, bulk import, click to upload, instantly bulk import, boom, just like that. I have all my inboxes. It's going to just connect and just boom like that. I'm already enabling the warm up and everything. It's going to do it all automatically for me. And then yeah, simple. As you can see, one is already connected. It's just going to connect all the way down for the rest of the inboxes. And I'm going to show you how to connect the bot and make sure that you don't miss a interested reply. By the way, if you haven't signed up to Instantly, definitely use my link down in the description below. That would be really cool. Again, if you don't want to, it's fine. But if you do and you want to support, definitely use that link. All right, got all my email accounts in here, as you could see. So now if I go back, I have a ton of my email accounts already good to go. As you can see, Inframail. I have a bunch of other inboxes in here. So now I'm going to show you how to set up the automation using Zapier. So now you're going to go to Zaps after you make an account. If you already have one, then you're good to go. I'm going to go to the one that I already built, and I'm going to show you exactly step by step how I built it. It's only 2 steps, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to show you how to actually respond through your phone. So we have a Instantly campaign going right now, and it's for another video that I'm actually going to make, which is going to be out very, very soon. And as you could see, we did a little campaign to plumbers over here, and it's almost done. And we got a few interested leads from 3,000 emails sent, which is really, really good. We have a 2.3% reply rate. Can't really ask for more. So yeah, I mean, we're getting really, really banger results with this. And what I did is I go into Zapier, I go into Instantly, so I connect the Instantly API, right? It's very, very simple. So if you go to setup, all you're doing is you're just going to log into Instantly using the app. And once you do that, you're going to set up a new event. You're going to configure, go to the next step, and then it's going to ask you to pick a campaign. So you're going to have a bunch of campaigns in here. You have to have one going already or one set up here. So for example, if I add a new one and I just call it whatever test for the video, and then I press continue, right? It's going to show up in Zapier. So if I go to edit Zap real quick, you could see right here. So the setup part, you're just going to go into it and sign in through Instantly, which is very simple. So now if I go into here and I refresh the results, the one, see, boom, you know, all this random stuff test for the video is there. So you're going to go and you have to specify which campaign you want the replies to come from and get notified for. And then right here, I put lead is marked as interested. So Instantly actually marks the lead as interested when they come in. So if you go to the Unibox right here, you're going to see, right, all these interested people that replied to me, right? And Instantly already marks them as interested, you know, using AI and stuff and based on the sentiments of the message. So for example, on this one, obviously it's going to mark it as interested because, yeah, it says go for it. I can hop on more calls or whatever. So the lead is marked as interested. I only want interested leads to come in. You could do it for even the non-interested people just to see, you know, what they say or whatever, but I just do it for interested people. And you could test this. So if I go to continue, I could test this trigger, right? And so if I hear new cold email reply, continue, right now it's at 3:29 p.m. And so you can see right here, I guess it actually already sent it. So if I go into Inframail, I'm going to show you the Discord. This is the second step. The second step is you go to send channel message. So you're going to pick Discord as the app. You're going to go to setup, Discord, send channel message. You're going to configure the channel in there. So you have to actually create a channel in your Discord or your Slack or whatever it is. And you're going to just put a reply here that says new cold email reply. And it's going to link. So you have to make it link to Instantly or Smart Lead or wherever your reply is going to be. And then so after that, pretty simple, bot name money. I just called it money, which is, you know, yeah, that is money. And then you're going to channel message was sent to Discord about 1 week ago. So if I say retest step, so you can see right here, if I go to Discord, I go to Inframail, and then I go to cold email replies, it's going to say, look, 3:30, new cold email reply. And then when I click the link, it's going to take me exactly to my campaign. I could actually have it take me straight to the Unibox if I want, but I go right into the campaign and I could see, okay, this is the campaign. And then I start replying to the leads. Pretty simple. I can actually make a really quick change here. So instead of it going to the campaign, I could just make it go to Unibox. So let's just do a little quick change. You go to Zapier, right? I'm going to go to the event here in Instantly. So everything's good here. I got my campaign or whatever. And then Discord, I'm going to go here and then I'm going to change the link. So as you can see, I have this right here. Click here to reply. So I'm going to go here to the link and you can see this is the link that I put here. So I'm going to put this instead, right? And then I'm going to put continue and then I'm going to retest this step. So boom, channel message was sent to Discord just shortly, you know, so I have this link now. So now when I go, it's going to take me straight to Unibox. And then when I click, my team is going to respond right away. So they'll see the lead that just came in and you're good to go. You're just going to go straight into replying. So now you can use AI to reply, which is really, really cool. Instantly already has that feature built in, which is amazing. So I could basically just start with an AI reply, you know, before I even, you know, have to think of a reply and all this stuff. And this AI response will be generated. So for example, this person said, we are not interested. Thank you. So you could just say, hey, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate the reply. I'll make a note not to reach out again, right? Which is, I mean, of course, that's a nice thing to do. But if they are interested, it'll generate one for you on your own with AI. So Instantly is a really good platform. Again, use the link below to sign up if you want these AI interested unsolicited replies. And if you want to respond from your phone, let's say you're away or something like that, you just gotta log into Instantly with your phone. So I'm gonna show you really quickly how to do that. I'm gonna quickly show you how to respond to leads very, very quickly and instantly. So you could download the Instantly app, right? It's pretty cool. You could do it on iOS or Android. And as you can see right here, if I go to the campaigns, I have all the campaigns that you saw on my computer. So for example, when a lead comes in, right, I go on Discord, for example, and I'm going to show you where the lead comes in. So you can see cold email reply. I go right here to the Instantly Unibox, and it's not going to take me to the app, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. You can't really push that. But what you could do is you can go to Instantly, right, as soon as you get that reply, and then you go here, and then you just put reply, and then you just click whatever you want, boom, 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 blah, 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 and then you click this little blue button right here, and it sends. Okay, I don't want to send this because these are actual real leads, but like, for example, for this one, I think she said she was so it doesn't really matter, but like, look at this, boom, send, and then it's sending, boom, just like that. So you can respond wherever you are, shopping, grocery shopping, you know, you're freaking at the gym, whatever you're doing. It's the perfect way to do this. So I hope that helps. If you're interested in more videos like this on cold email, like I said, I'm going to make a ton more. The next video is about to be how I scrape Apollo leads basically for free, very, very, very low cost. So yeah, like, subscribe. If you're going to sign up for Inframail, use the link below. We have, you know, again, unlimited cold email inboxes at one flat price. If you're going to use Instantly as well for your sending platform and warm up, check out the link below in the description. Sign up with Instantly down there in the link below. If you like this video, like. If you want to comment something, any constructive criticism, whatever it is, please comment. I'll see you guys in a bit.